Whoa. All right. Greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. All right, we'll get started. Messages and go into Q&A. So, all right, much love. And here we go. Florida weather is doing well over here, if you're wondering. Okay. Greetings. This is Metatron. Energies to you all. Transformations. Realize, yes, many of you are connected to your own star system, as you are aware. Connecting to that sun energy of that star system. And you're bringing that vibration to this planet, of course. For soul awareness. Also, the species that you're connected to as you go into your awakening period of, as it does speed up, and it will on some days, as basically feel like you know more than you did know yesterday, and the next day you don't know anything anymore. That is also you adjusting to the places you come from. You're adjusting to this environment, your higher energy, but not everything needs to be remembered in this reality at once. There will be times when you will have all the knowledge, but in this world is what you need. What you have is what you need. As you go into a blessing period of awakeningness, yes, you're bringing a positivity to those that are unaware of your alien environment and spiritual environment. Somewhat connects to, of course, to aliens more, or angels, or everything. Someone just connect to a certain species that feels comfortable with them. But yes, if we come into a period of high awareness where your human can no longer look away. As they are doing very well at this time, ignoring it. Yes, you can say the elephant in the room, but they don't see the elephant. Soon they will, and you'll bring clarity to it. So blessings to you and your soul advancements. Much love. Greetings to you. This is Redmond from Sirius B, the Galactic Federation of Light, sending you energies. Yes, your Earth is going through a transformation. As you're basically, yes, you become more also aware of the fish beings on your planet, the oceans, basically. As many of your humans are very ocean dwellers from other worlds. And of course, they are the world, but yet they go to the beach quite often. But also, yes, your sun of your energy is going to change. The energies of your sun will change. You might feel it of a blue vibration, or even different color energies around your sun as you are going through ascension modifications to know more about yourself. You might even see other suns also in your sky, other worlds possibly, depending on what frequency you are at. As basically the soul is letting go of the third dimension realities, the other ones are going to come in. You might even see some people's faces change, like to a duck or some type of other species, possibly. Depending on what, it might not be very long for seeing that, but you might see a glimpse of it or feel the vibration at the time is right. It also shows that you're turning your energies to higher realms of understanding. Basically, you're going back to where you come from too, is why you're seeing this. So, yes, we're here for this to be your questions whenever you are ready.
Yes, thank you so much. And first question is from Symmetry. And his first question is, any messages for him?
Yes, he's going through it. Yes, at the past, he was going through the darkness of the soul. He is still going through a healing pattern of that, but he is making more peace with himself. And that is also the darkness of the soul is also to get a soul reflection, basically for helping him grow, basically to rid of the old and in with the new. So I feel he's going through a new renewal process at this time. Just keep going as you are and just keep an open mind, basically. Your zeta energies will continue to increase, but most likely your connection to other species will start to evolve with you.
Okay. And second question for Symmetry is, how will my family react when alien disclosure is here?
Not well from what I am seeing, but also most denial will be at the most. Well, that's why you're there, to help them understand it. They'll be in denial, but then again, they can't deny it forever. So that is, now you understand why everyone is where they are for a reason, for health reasons, as you can see. So yes, it's not going to. Some of it will be all right, but for many, they'll have problems mentally thinking about all this. Blessings.
All right. Next is Daria.
Hey there, Metatron.
Not Metatron.
Not Redmond. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blessings. Yes.
Federation of Light, of course. But so I wanted to ask about. Yeah, I could see that with the beak. I was watching TV and I said to myself, "Wow, she actually missed her beak somewhere there."
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So it's so funny. But anyway, what kind of message can you provide me?
One moment. Well, I do see it very connected to the Dolphin Collective, as basically for world bringing dolphins to different worlds, also for assistance. World same as yours, very at a low frequency. Just having a dolphin energy on this world, along with your whales, also does bring a higher vibration frequency. Connecting to aliens, realize their sea life plays a big role as for your ascension. And with you, yes, you play a very strong role in the dolphin vibration. That's for bringing dolphins to other worlds, but also continuing that vibration. Is even assisting many Sirians that come to worlds, getting them prepared for it, for their journey, kind of giving them the hard answer. As not everyone wants to give them the truth, as you're aware.
Yeah, but they are from Sirius, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, you're very connected to giants on Sirius. Also, you brought some giants here too, from what I can see.
Cool. Like, bring it on.
Yes.
And do you have any funny pockets? What you consider funny?
One moment. Well, yes, you are connected to a duck world. This was it. Your power to duck was brought into this environment. I believe you did know that energy. As you serious, sometimes you kind of chill them out. So that's actually where this world doesn't do him justice. At least the movie did not do him justice. Kind of a moody, not so interesting character. But basically, the energy of basically he wanted to come into this reality. As for basically bringing his duck friends with him. So he's been hitting it hard as for making people realize he exists. So he wants to be part of this reality. He wants to be a part of the human consciousness, as you can see. So that's as funny as we can get at this time.
Well,
yes.
And then I have Sven Carlson's excuse, and he's searching for an apartment. He got one, but something happened, and then he's searching for one place in Redmond. Can you elaborate more on happenings there, or does he get an apartment he's looking for?
Well, yeah, we see a female tenant that he'll connect to, from what I am seeing. So just continue, to communicate. We'll find a female landlord. Let's put it that way. That will help him find his this room he is looking for apartment. So, yes, it's not going to be quickly from what I see, but he will find one eventually.
Cool.
So,
yeah. Any other messages that can benefit his time here, maybe?
one moment. Yes, well, meditating for him to basically, well, he's actually at a meditating state, actually. After basically you realize there's much going on in this world. Yes, it's very connected to giants on your world, but right now, he's not taking things too seriously. He's not holding anything. He's not letting stress get in his way too much from what I can see. So basically, it's just to continue in his process. There's many angels, Metatron's energies is around him, actually, as for assisting his vibration. One thing is, one moment, he isn't actually in a time of retirement in some ways, basically taking it easy and having more soul reflection. He might see himself also as a dolphin being or a mermaid being, for that matter.
Funny.
Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.
Yes.
Good.
Blessings.
Okay, next is Emmy.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings to you. I was wondering if you could give me any messages from the Q Collective or about the Q Collective.
One moment. Is QAnon? Is that what you're speaking of? QAnon.
Yes.
Well, yes, they have a rough patch at this time because of corruption doing within their group, as well as mistrust energies. But for the most part, they're getting their truth out as much as they can. But there is basically some of it's being exposed to a certain degree, but not entirely. There's truth coming up, but also some disinformation is going around. As for their being found or anything like that, is unlikely. But there is kind of like a disagreement among many from what I see. But for the most part, they're doing what they can. So when there's times of no messages, it's also a time of disagreement for what I see at this time. But yes, they're within the government pretty high up for what I can see.
Thank you. And is there any messages from me from any ETs, or have any of them been around me?
Yes, there's a great amount of Zeta energies around you at this time. They say what they're checking you out. Basically, I think it's job-related situations. So you're not just getting connected by your job, but also the alien energies are connecting you to see if you're up to it. Also, so there's like 2 different job interviews and 2 different job connections that are going on, and that goes for all jobs. Actually, it's just not so upfront like that. You can even say for apartment searching, also the aliens are very much involved with that too. So, as for your connection, yes, you're connected to the Arcturian vibration, but also the Mantis at this time. As for basically getting more awareness of insectoid energies over time, as they're very much connected to your job at this moment, to this upcoming work situation. Blessings.
Thank you very much. Blessings.
Okay, next is Michelle.
Blessings. Thank you
Yes.
for being here.
Blessings.
Okay, I'm just going to. This has been an insane week. So, I worked with somebody on my friend David, and David MS, and I feel like whatever all the entities and or demons or whatever the F like we remove from him like found their way on in my atmosphere, in my spiritual atmosphere. So I'm obviously not very good at protecting or knowing how to do that. I would like to hear from your perspective if you see that that is the case, because they seem to be very angry. And also something about best ways to protect self in dealing with people who have a lot of stuff.
Well, yes, he's not letting go of a lot of his demons, basically, as you're aware. So as you do it healing, he kind of brings it back. He's not ready to part with it. I do recommend connecting to your higher self energies, of course, your angels around you, your higher self vibration, even take you out of the room, basically take your energies out of the room if you're close to this person. I know it sounds strange, but basically you kind of separate yourself so you can be away from that. Basically, what part of you does need to be around him, but at least to protect your vibration. It's just ask your higher self to separate yourself from the negativity, basically. Let's put it that way. So there'll be part of you that has to be there physically, but the rest of you does not. That way you're not so, attacked. Because he's trying to, like, suction cup himself to your vibration, from what I see. Or anybody, for that matter, to hear the blues, from what I see.
Yeah, well, we did, like, I had... I mean, I was just holding space. My friend did acupuncture, opened his meridians to let go of a bunch of stuff, and he just saw tons of entities.
Yes.
It was like, but anyway, then I had my daughter work on me, and she's like removing them now. So I just feel like my brain got hijacked with lots of really intense, terrible, his type of thoughts.
Yes. Yes, they went into your mental state. Yes, they making home there. Yes, that's how they stay in power. They get into your mind. You get into everyone's mind, for that matter. Basically, to kind of run your life. Basically, why people have attacks or negative thoughts, because somebody else is there. So he's kind of like a spider sending out his webs. So he's trying to make it better, from what I see.
So should we back off this?
Not at all. Just reaware that it might get worse in some areas, not entirely. Where you kind of like you're getting closer to the source of the problem, basically. Just protect your energies. Go by what you feel. I believe you'll be fine. But yes, there's much more there. Much more. Like a cavern, basically. He's just not willing to part with it. That's where it comes from. If he was ready to release, he would not be going through this. He doesn't know how to let go of it, you could say.
Okay. Thank you very much. I would also love a message for my sanity.
We are very connected to the Orions. And yes, you come to this world basically to find certain individuals that are kind of problem childs on this world, basically those that others cannot handle. So while you're in this situation, there's other situations also. So you come here as like a spiritual doctor, basically, from what I see. So that doesn't mean that is like a death sentence or anything like that, because someone's like, why did I sign up for this? Well, because no one else can deal with them. So not to say you have to take out everyone's problem, but also you're getting positive karma for this course. It's not always very well seen, but it is there. It's just not always easy to see. But I see you as a spiritualist, basically, dealing with certain patients here that have been trouble in other star systems, so you come here to make sure they don't repeat the past also. Same as this one as you're speaking of. So
very interesting. Thank you. Up next is Brooke, and I'm going to ask her question for her.
Yes.
Brooke, my daughter.
Yes.
Okay. This is what she says. My third eye has been blocked off for years now. Every time I clean it out, the blockage comes back in seconds flat every time. Same with the God chakra. No matter how much work I do on myself, it won't let up. Why? Please.
One moment. There is, yes, some Archon vibrations there. As for, it has a lot to do with a soul contract with Mother Earth also. Not to say that she's in prison or anything like that, but part of it is to keep basically to keep the third dimension point of view, because she can go skyrocket from that. A lot of it has to do, it's not for like an attack or anything. It's basically so she can get the human perspective. So yes, it will open and close. There will be times when it'll open up for a very long time, but she's already experienced this. But it's basically, she has worked here because you understand when you shift a vibration to a certain degree, you're not the same as you used to. But they have other ways of getting what she needs to her. But there will be days, it's not always going to be fully open, at least for a while. But it has a lot to do with those that she's connecting with, is that they need her at their state that she's at right now, from what I see. Blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Yeah, blessings.
Okay, and next is Kingsley.
Blessings.
Actually, we have Kingsley's questions in the chat.
Oh, I didn't see that. I will find. Oh, okay, I got him.
Okay.
Oh, you can. All right. All right. For Kingsley's first question is, in my dream, I was sleeping. I think I had anxiety and was sweating. It felt like it was physical. Don't remember why. And a Zeta appears out of nowhere, was pressing on my back softly, cleared all of that, like the being really cared for me, and it felt like I was going into astral. It was blurry, and then my vision was completely fine. My astral looked like my physical, but I wasn't sure if it was astral or lucid dream. Then I turned around and looked at him, and then he started chatting, and then he was talking about how powerful he was because I asked, and I talked how powerful I wanted to be in the future, and it went on. I think this was in a dream. I'm not sure. Any messages from that experience?
Yes, I believe it was a lucid dream. Basically, yes, it was alien contact. Basically, you can say that being was also like a guide vibration, a spirit guide vibration around his system on his awakening process, on his basically tuning his energies so he can connect the way he wishes to. So basically, yes, his wishes have been heard, but yes, they're tuning his vibration. So you can say that being around him is like a tuner, is there to help him with his vibrational change. So it's going to be one that's going to be there for a while. Lessons.
Okay, and second question, any messages for him?
A moment. Yeah, so it will be a time period where your energies will be as what you want them at, as for your power. Right now, yes, you're connected to the third dimension. You're still awakening the spirit within you as for assisting others, but right now you're still wanting the third dimensional energies, but you're going to turn that around and connect to what you wish. Right now, yes, you're still part of the third dimension environment, and I believe you'll be very thankful. You probably are right now, but basically over time you will switch over to the high vibrations that you exist. Yes, you're also, I do see you as like a sun being, basically a high vibrational being that can, yes, fly and do just going through different matters, basically assisting worlds like this. So you came here to, yes, close down, but you remember you kept that fire going, so now you're here to reopen yourself. Blessings.
Okay, cool. And next is me. Hello, Redmond.
Yes.
Any messages for me from you?
Yes, I see you very connected to the Arcturian races at this time. That's for the council. As for your health, there's been much going on, but also you're assisting Mother Earth in her transition. I do see you in Agartha a great deal as for shifting the Earth. As for basically, I do see around entertainment energies also, as for basically helping people be aware of what's going on through the arts, basically, because it's not going to be an easy transition as for humans connecting to alien. But also, yes, we're working with Arcturians as for bringing a subtlety to humanity to as we become more aware of who's here, what's going on. Next few years, and most likely you'll see this, possibly this year, but mostly the next few years, you'll see where your energies are. You might also have a life change, possibly. It's not being very clear to me, but as for a timeline change, you'll definitely see it when it occurs. I believe this is for the positive. So, blessings.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And next is Humberto.
Blessings.
Oh, hello.
Yes. Greetings.
Thanks to you. My first question is, are the rumors true of Trump beating his first wife because she recommended a plastic surgeon that botched a hairline adjustment at the top of his forehead area, and that's why he combs his hair the way he does?
I don't believe so. I think that's a more conspiracy theory energy. But realize also those do bring alternative timeline energies, so it is an alternative timeline for what I can see. I don't see that in your environment at this time. I don't see as that type of individual at this point. His hair has always been it's always been like that.
Okay, great. Thanks. My second question, I truly believe that herbal detoxing is part of achieving perfect health. I wanted to know how often you see me needing to detox my body with herbs. Like as in every week, every month, once a year.
Well, it's always do you see once a week. You feel it's whatever you feel comfortable with. Once a week, twice a week, or once every 2 weeks. What we are seeing is that it's the power is within you. We're in you, but I do see it as a weekly, at first at least, what it is. So, but whatever you feel is comfortable.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? You cut off very frequently there.
It is once a week what I see. But it's up to you on how much you want to do this.
It's up to me.
Yes.
Okay. Do you mean this by like herbals, right?
Yeah.
Like not just necessarily with intention and
With
stuff?
herbals, yes.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yes, blessings.
You too.
Okay, and next is Lucy.
Hi there, Redmond.
Yes, greetings to you.
Hi.
Yes.
I would like to know what exactly was the relationship with the Queen of Sheba, and can you explain that situation of why she's possibly mad at me now because she thinks I was responsible for losing her soul or something?
Well, yeah, it was a sister energy. Basically, there's a lot of manipulating energies around that vibration, basically, that kind of split you. Basically, your rumors, other men situation, and she just basically got pulled into a more reptilian vibration, from what I see. Mostly a reptilian state of mind, basically, like your music stars, your Lady Gaga, similar to that. Basically, you got seduced. At least that's what I see. So it was not, well, yeah, she's blaming everybody, basically, for what I see.
So
Hopefully.
that's not anything major that I have to deal with?
No, I don't see that. No, I do not see as anything you have to concentrate on at this time.
Okay. And I would like to know, I was told I had many secrets from myself. And a little bit over time, I've been getting told what they were. So I wanted to know another secret.
Well, yes, I do see your energy is very connected to the pyramids of your Egypt, of your Giza, within the tombs of your pyramids, basically. So they're not giving me full details of it, but basically your vibration is very strong with it as for their activation at one time. I believe it was mostly for protection reasons, but there's much more to it. But that's all they're giving me at the moment.
I'm kind of confused. I'm sorry.
Basically, your energy is a part of it within the pyramids itself.
So I'm part of the structure?
Most likely, it's magic that's been shut down. It's energy that's been shut down at the moment.
Oh, and it's there.
Many souls do connect to that energy when it's activated. It's not just its own vibration, but there's others assisting it, and when it's turned on, and you're a part of that process. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'd like to turn it on, and I hope
In
you have
due
a
time.
really good.
It is. Well, yes, your place, your bodies are activated, but others are being involved with it too, most likely for vibrations of others during this process.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you and blessings.
That's blessings to you.
All right, next is Liz.
Hello, Redmond. Hello,
Yes.
Redmond.
Greetings. Yes. Blessings.
Blessings. Okay, I have one question. I had a conversation with someone that is in contact with unsure, as they call the inner earth, some of the inner earth people. But after that conversation, I felt very angry, like an anger. It wasn't from me, but maybe that person or the inner shard is angry. I don't know. Could you connect to it and clarify to me, please?
What was the name of this species? You said Inshar or the
Inshar, yes.
Inshar?
Inshar.
It was not from that. I do not see it's from that individual that I was speaking of, but there's energies around it to keep you from being aware of. Basically, they don't want you to connect to that energy, obviously. I believe it's more reptilian origins of that. I don't believe it's from this individual that you're talking to. It's just the beings around that, at least the lower energy beings, do not want you to connect to that energy. Basically, you're putting the piece together, puzzle together, basically. So I don't see this as a negative connection with this individual that you spoke with. I believe this is a minor attack also from what I'm seeing at this time. I believe it will clear its vibration. But yes, they do not want you near that energy, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is that's one of the problems that's happening is that they need help, our help.
Yes.
And they've been kept away from us. Reptilians being keeping them away.
Yes. Basically, the more awareness they get of what's going on with them, the more healing they will receive from humanity. And that is what some beings obviously do not want at this time.
Yes, and that's exactly what is one of the keys for humanity to evolve also.
Yes.
So we need to help them. Okay. And there is any other messages for me?
One moment. Yes, there are. Yes, there's several versions of you on the planet at this time. They're not showing why or how this occurred, but it's part of your Earth Ascension energy. Basically, it's another reason why you might feel a lack of energy is because there's many of you at this time bringing assistance. As yes, Earth is going through a purge vibration as basically knowing what's going on. A lot of the government's going to also tiptoe into more of a higher vibration. Not going to be easy for some to accept that. But it's going to eventually see itself in a better energy. It's going to be changing over time. Instead of controlling and secretive, more open and friendly. So that's what's going on the planet. So.
Turkey hunting still.
Yes, your media is very connected to the deep state, as you're aware. That deep state energy is not evolved. It's holding on for dear life at this time. Stay relevant. There will be a wave of timelines coming through to remove them eventually. So that has not quite happened yet, as you can see.
No,
What the snowball? Yes.
It's soon, right?
Yes.
It's sooner than have been.
Well, it's a snowball effect. It's a small snowball at first, like it's on a mountain. It's very large.
Yeah.
So has not fully occurred at this moment. Not enough, but it will.
Bigger the mountain, bigger the ball.
Yes.
Down below.
Realize many are wishing to remove it now. Yeah. But right now it does serve, well, it's part of many Earth's consciousness at this time. They're not willing to let go of it. So, but it's in its process, though, of being let it go.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. But it's positive. Right?
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, next is Daniel.
Hello, Redmond. Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. My first question is, are there any messages from, I think, the Anunnaki who are around me? Are there any messages from them or anyone else?
Well, yes, with the Anunnaki, yes, I do seem like you have cleared out a lot of discomfort energies with them recently. There is, yes, a positive energy going through your Illuminati energies as for being with you to connect more with them in a positive way. They are protecting your energies. They can't always protect you, but it is getting better. But also, basically, what is going on as future timelines will most likely to become more clear to you, and glimpses and thoughts. They can only give. It's like a light of like a fire. They light it for a little bit, then they put it out to give you more of a glimpse of what's coming. So basically, future timelines are basically being known to you ever so slightly. What I see.
So, media, as you were saying that, like that whole future that I envisioned with like university and things like that, like that would be an example, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay, cool. My second question has to do with a particular reptilian being that I've seen in I believe in a couple dreams now. Either they're different beings or the same one. I think they are. I don't know. Anyway, whereas basically in these couple of dreams, like this particular being has been like after me, and like in the most recent dream, they were kind of like really kind of causing a lot of pain around my root chakra. And I was wondering, like, why is it I kind of brought this one into my life in this way, or what our connection is, or if you can say anything about that.
Well, what I see is this is a brother energy. The reason you brought him in because he's not learning from you, so you brought him closer to learn from him. So, not to attack you. It might seem like that, but it is a hostile energy. But I believe you're there to assist him because he has been causing difficulties around you. So to bring him closer to you, it seems like will work better. Nothing else has worked. And so that way you can clear out that hostile energy and also assist you with other beings that are around you causing difficulties. That's what I see with that at this moment.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Very helpful.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Okay, next is Carrie.
Hi, Redmond.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Okay, first question, do I have any messages, please, from anybody?
Yes, from the felines, you are, yes, your energies are grounding more on this planet. You're also, yes, very connected to Sirius. As for, I do see a lot of hybrid children around you at this time. As for, you're assisting as part of the ascension for them to connect with humans more. So I do see you as like a mother figure to many hybrid children to be brought into more of the Earth's consciousness. Basically, beings to be channeled by humans, basically. And they're at an age where they are capable, an old enough age. Because many of them are going to be reincarnating here eventually. As they're basically being more of the star children. So, with their minds awakened more than ever before.
Cool. My second question is, as of late, I have been able to read energies in people from afar. And also when I go into a room, I can see what happened in the room. And my question is, how can I enhance that? And also, what is the specific purpose for that? What am I supposed to be doing with it?
Yes, what it seems like the feline side of you is grounding you. And the Arcturian side of you is very active at this time. I believe in your crown chakra from what I see. So the connect to the Arcturian energies and also other beings are assisting also. But I believe the Arcturian is the strongest. It is basically, as for why, they're not saying why this is occurring, but it is it's part of your mission. That's all they're saying. You will know when the time is right.
Okay.
But to enhance the Arcturian vibrations, basically just to use it. There'll be off days and on days, but I believe we'll continue on from what I see.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
I have blessings.
Okay, and I wanted to ask, where were you from again? I'm sorry.
Sirius B, Galactic Federation.
Oh, okay.
Right. Been here before.
Okay.
For a while.
Yeah. Okay. Next is Colin, and his first question is, do you have a message for him?
One moment. Yes, it's connected to Mother Mary's vibration as for personal life reasons. But also, one moment, I do see him very connected to the Anunnaki as for healing that consciousness that's caused difficulties in Earth's past. So the reason for Mother Mary's energy is to help, yes, channel more clearly, but also for partnership relations to increase. Basically, the partner he is connected to, she has been connected to Anunnaki in the past, even sacrificed to him in the past. So he's here to uncover a lot of that, basically through rituals. And this has been a couple of times in her past, and so he's healing that vibration. It's not been easy, as you can see. I don't believe he's going to be going through this again either. This is a one-time shot. Blessings.
Okay, and he asked for any other messages from anyone for him.
Yes, from Yeshua's vibration. One moment. One moment. You are, yes, very connected to Mars, the Martian energies. I have to bring a positive focus on it, as there's been much of a harsh energy around the Earth. Basically, the more positive vibration, whether a positive Martian, you can say. You're connected to, basically very connected to nature. And it's possible this will start becoming more clear to you. If it needs to, your connection to nature is very connected to other worlds. So the Martian energy is basically as this Earth resurrects to itself, it will see things more clearly. Mars will be one of them, other worlds will be. So it's kind of cryptic with that message, but it's a message at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next is Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Greetings, you.
I was curious about visualizing spinning chakras versus visualizing energy flow. For example, I had a headache this morning from air pressure changes, and I got the urge to spin my crown chakra. I felt activity in my third eye, like a good feeling and pressure, tingling, but not a bad pressure, and slight relief, but not substantial. I was just curious because usually I visualize energy flowing instead of visualize the chakra spinning. I was wondering what the difference between those two visualizations are when working with energy.
Well, for you and for others, not for everyone. But for you, it does speed things up. It does also kind of put it out of balance, but then it puts it back into balance. It kind of like it takes it out and puts it back in. So part of that spinning is basically taking it to a different direction also. So basically allow it to go in what direction it wants to spin in, but it is releasing negativity. So it is speeding up its energy flow. So it's basically kicking off what does not need to be there also.
This is sort of acting like a vortex?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So thank you. My second question, I carry a good amount of reptilian energy. It's not, I know, I'm pretty well blended, but I have more reptilian than other energy. And I'm wondering, at least galactically, and I'm wondering why it seems that both positive and neutral, negative reptilians avoid me in 3D, not necessarily in astral. I think I do make plenty of contact in astral, but other beings, zetas, Pleiadians, mantids, when I've been astral projecting, I've interacted with them from my 3D aspect, and I'm wondering why it seems the reptilians seem to avoid me, and even when I've kind of gone to places that I know they're at, there's sort of been barriers put up. Just curious why they avoid me.
Well, yes, what happens is that they get afraid, basically. They don't know how to read your energy. You kind of cloak your vibrations. They don't know who you are, where your vulnerabilities are. It's not to say there's many as it is, or any for that matter. So basically, reptilians are looking for easy prey. They don't see you as an easy prey at all. Basically, see you tricking them. It's like they're here to con you. You end up conning them instead. So they're very wary of your vibration and know what to expect. So that's what's going on with that. Basically, you can see through their vibration. Almost in other lifetimes, you can see before they say it and say it before they say it. And basically even scare them even more. So for the most part, they do kind of step away from you due to past history. So they all kind of words out, you could say.
So what about the positive ones? Wouldn't they be more interested in getting in contact with me?
Yes, but they kind of keep their distance. I'm not saying why, but they are, once again, they're kind of keeping their, yes, they're not saying why they're doing this, but they are keeping their distance. Once again, it is, well, because in some ways your energy can it can see right through them, and some of them just aren't. There will be positive ones, I believe, but most of them, yes, they just do. They kind of see you and kind of run the other way, from what I see. Not giving any real details of why they're doing this. They have their reasons, though.
I sort of have some ideas. It's just I was wondering. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that did sort of verify things for me. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Also, to add it to your chakra, as for when you spin it, it's another thing is that you're making it go faster, basically. And many of you are used to a faster environment. This one's very slow, as you can see. It's another reason why it heals so quickly, is its speed. Blessings.
Thanks. Much love.
Okay. Next is Sheena.
Greetings, Redmond.
Yes, buddy. Blessings to you.
Blessings to you too. I was going to ask you about something that is happening to me, and that is that I am, like falling asleep for no reason, without being tired, and I have like this feeling of an engine or a motor inside my body. It's like like shaking really fast, and also I have pressure around my crown chakra, and I'm seeing shadows more and more coming in. Can you tell me if I'm sick or if this has to do with shifting?
Well, part of it is you do have a slight flu, a slight version for falling asleep so easily. A lot of it has to do with the astral activities too. Lower astral has gotten a lot darker, and the higher astral has got more lighter. So it is like a battle between the two. So you are kind of almost like being strangled to some degree by the lower energies, because it's becoming a lot harder on you recently, from what I see. So I believe resting is the best bet for you. There's a few line energy around you protecting you, but rest will bring back your energy. Eventually this will clear out, but right now the Earth's vortexes are going through a clearing. It's basically more positive beings are being brought to your world instead of the other way around. And that's not easy as we're clearing these portal vibrations. As we're so used to, like places of war, such as your Yemen, that will one day be a place of peace, and your Syria. And right now going through transitions of making that happen.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yes.
And yes, my second question is about a very close friend of mine. He has decided to, keep the door shut from what he is doing astrally, and because it was terrible for him. But he and we got this Kundalini awakening at the exact same time. And both of us has been, not speaking for many, many years while that was happening. And he told me about something, because I told him that I have seen a black dog, not in this 3D, but I could see him in another dimension, but just running, a little bit far away from me, but still I could see him not running on the ground. It was in the air, and he was just staring at me. But he was seeing something else. And this is not in astral. This is, like we're seeing this. And he said to me that he didn't want to tell anyone about this, but he suddenly was at a place where it was, where you can throw out trashes and stuff like that, where you can drive if you have, a lot of things you have to throw away. And then suddenly he said, I saw a white wolf. He just stood there and stared at me, and he was like, wondering, am I just seeing things, or is this real? But still, the white wolf was standing there. So I've heard about people meeting the white wolf, and it has it's a special meaning. I don't know. Can you tell me what that is?
But the white wolf has many different meanings. It can also mean for death, also means for transition. I believe this one's for healing and a transition at this time. But basically, he's following the white wolf as for basically finding a new way of looking at things, because I'm not quite fully into that. So I believe it's there to enhance his abilities at this time, basically for him to connect more to himself. That is what I'm seeing at this moment for that connection.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. And blessings to you and much love.
Yes, much love.
Okay. And next is Bobby's questions. And Bobby's first question is, do I have messages from my oversoul?
One moment. Yes, he is still in the process of opening himself up. As like one moment. A squirrel opening up what it has found, basically. He is opening more of his chakra sensories, actually, at this time. Slowly. But the more he opens, the more he will see and hear. So basically, just saying that opening energy throughout his chakras is already in the process of it at this time. Basically, yes, he wants to connect more with the universe. He wants to leave his body and be more understanding of it. He is leaving quite a bit. But right now, he is in the process of still learning the third dimension, not leaving too much, but there will be a time where, because he's used to being in worlds where he can leave anytime he wishes. So he's going back to that vibration. Of course, it's not the quickest here, because he has much to do here. Thanks.
Okay, and Bobby's second question is, do I have messages from any beings around me recently?
Yes, there's an Arcturian vibration around him that he is connected to parts of lower astral. So yes, as you see him actually more of Agartha's vibration, as we're bringing those Agarthian energies more into this environment. Through the Mandela effect, through different portal energies, basically for people to be aware of themselves, like look in a mirror and see themselves have pointy ears. So a lot of the Agarthian vibrations seem to be very strong with him. As for magic energies, for humans to reconnect to their soul families. So that's really what his place here is that's one of his reasons for being here. It's basically just throw a little bit of magic here and there. Most likely we'll be able to connect to that also. Those things.
Okay, and next is Omran.
Hello.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings. Good to speak to you.
Yes.
Well, my first question is there a message from Krishna or any of my guides to me?
Yes, you've been going to other universes recently. I believe this is normal, but other universes to get higher energies, higher knowledge of what to do with this world, as for bringing much assistance. But as for your other universe, seem to be there quite often for a long time in astral, is what they say. So you're also bringing many angels with you in this, as for basically seeing a different way of looking at things. As for this earth is going to be, as it awakens, it will not just see this universe, but others. So you're along with that vibration. You're not alone with that, of course. Blessings.
All right. And my second question is that I had a dream where in the dream was feeling like I was out of my body. And I was hovering in air. And then my body was just moving around all by itself automatically. And I was around red hills, like they're all red. The sand were red. And then I just flew above the hills. And then I found that there was a refugee camp there. And then they were Iranians. They were from Iran. They spoke my own language. And then I went to them and spoke to them very kindly to explain the situation and where they were. Then they said they were in Jordan. And then I could see there was European flags there. It was very symbolic. But then when I spoke to them, I saw the moon coming down. It was like it was falling down into the sunset. at a very high speed. And then I told them, very surprisingly, I said, "What is that?" Then they all at the same time attacked me with magic, like they used fire at me. But I knew that. But in the beginning, I knew they were not showing their true selves, and I just wanted to like see who they really were. But then they attacked me, and I attacked them back to protect myself with fire, and then they got burned in a way, and they couldn't do anything anymore. They were like 4 or 5, and I don't know why they attacked me at all, and who they were really. Could you maybe tell me what it was about?
Well, it had a lot to do with Iran is going through a transition, an opening, basically. And you're here to clear out the old vibrations. It's like you're basically going there with a hopeful hand, and you got bitten. Iran's also a place of great magic. The great magicians of your world, yes, not known by history for good reason. But there's a lot of magic in Iran that does not want to be, some of it's black magic, of course, does not want to be seen. And I believe you got attacked by the black magic, basically, the black magician energies, basically. So if you go there again, I believe it'll be less hostile. That is, I believe, the first time I've ever connecting to that energy. But basically, they're trying to read your energies and to get into your mind, but they weren't successful with that. So you kind of fought back. Others would not resist. I believe you resisted greatly from what I see.
So it was in astral.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, I thought when I woke up, I thought that it meant like there would be war would break out in Iran, and a lot of refugees would come.
There's a possibility for that. So it was an astral, but it was also, yes, a very real reality too. It's a high possibility for that. So.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So those beings who are disguised as Iranians, they were aliens, right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was it for me.
Blessings.
And blessings to you.
Yes.
Bye.
Blessings.
Okay, next is Marvin's questions. And Marvin's question is, this is for my future self. What race will I have first contact with? And what do I need to pay attention to?
Well, I believe it'll be Palladian, but I do see a lot of feline energies around. So it'll be Palladian, but it'll be a lot of feline vibrations as you'll get to know them and, play cricket and things of that sort. So just joking with that. But you'll be connected, because basically the feline energies want to have refuge on this planet. Basically, they want to be involved with it in the future. So most likely you'll be a part of that from what I see. As for what you need to know is just, well, you will know it at the time. Or when it
okay.
happens. Yes.
Oh, sorry. And second question for Marvin is, with crystals is there a guide with the collective that's in charge of sacred knowledge? He would like to get a name he can meditate to and maybe bring to learn from?
Well, there's a crystalline energy you can connect to. I believe this energy will bring a name to it, but basically a crystalline energy is basically a crystal vibration connected to the earth, Mother Gaia vibration. So I believe the name will come to you automatically. It doesn't really need to have a name, but basically that energy is there for a healing process that you're working for. I believe it'll bring much assistance. Blessings.
Okay, next is Steven.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you. Blessings.
Blessings, much love. I was wondering if you can help me with a dream that I just had recently. I was in a truck with my dad, and we were going along, just driving around town, and it seems like I tapped into the Akashic Records. The book appeared in front of me with a whole bunch of depictions of various lives I had. The first one is like I was doing something, going around chasing somebody or something, and then all of a sudden it shows I'm in a black suit in a coffin, and that life died. And then it showed another one similar to that. It was in different form, different clothing, whatever, and then same thing, I was in a coffin, died on that one. And then all of a sudden this next one was like more of recent lifetime, where we started traveling to that location. It's like KV, like Virginia or somewhere, but we started traveling, and the music started playing that was similar to that lifetime and everything. And we kept going, and I was like, yeah, and we started to see sceneries, and all of a sudden the truck started like swirling around, like doing different maneuvers, like that's what I was doing. I guess it's wild or something, I don't know. But then we made this turn to the right to go down, and there used to be a street that kept going, but it would dead into a house. And it's like, well, that's weird, that's different. So we stopped there and parked there, and we went down, and my dad already went and said, oh, let's go eat over here, this restaurant. And then I was getting out, and this guard came up, was like, no, you can't park there. It's like, oh, we're just gonna be there a second, we're just gonna only go be there a second, just let us go there, eat, but we're not gonna be very long. Just wondering if you have more information. Thank you.
Well, what you were doing, yes, jumping timelines. As you were doing that, you were getting information of your past lives, basically. But I believe your guys also didn't want to give you too much, but enough what you needed for your mission, basically. Those lifetimes, basically, is what you were using in that connection. I just see the timeline jumping as for basically assisting the Earth's ascension. So these beings that you're connected to is basically, it does seem like you were trying to get away from a being, from what I can pick up on, that was causing difficulties. But I believe for the most part you were safe. As for the being, basically, they're not really identifying themselves. Basically, ones that are trying to close down, keep the third dimension. But you're basically, what you're doing is opening up the third dimension. So of course you're gonna have somebody chasing you. Of course, that's pretty normal. That is what I'm seeing at this time. Blessings.
Sweet, thank you. And second question is, any connect with my Pleiadian family, and just any message from my Pleiadian family? Thank you.
Yes, they say around your one moment, your next year, of course, years in the middle of this one, you'll feel more connected. You'll feel more connected to your star family, even most likely have a physical connection. So yes, you're building up to it. And of course, giving you a detail of when that will occur, but your likelihood of it happening, it has a lot to do with your mission. So wondering how some are wondering how these physical connections work, it has to do with your timeline, basically, if that's what you're here to do. And basically, there's many scenarios that let you connect with that in your mind as for what might occur during that process. And not giving a full detail of when that will occur, but the likelihood is increasing. Let's put it that way. You're getting closer to it. So that is a message at this moment.
Thank you. Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, and that would be the last of the questions for tonight. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Send you energies from Sirius. Positive vibrations as you transition. Much love to you. Yes, and look in your skies. We are there, and much is going to occur. Blessings to you all. All right. I have a blessing or anything? No, that's okay. Once, go twice. Okay. All right. Wish you everyone. Thank you for.
No. My mic was off. I said this is my maiden voyage, but I have a blessing. Yeah. So.
All right.
Qui vouloir pouvoir, qui censé faire, qui s'aimait vivre. And that just means who wills, can. Who tries, does. Who loves, lives.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Blessings, everyone. Take care.